Alright, so joining me on set today is one of the actors in Mbali, and I'm talking about Mr. Zulu as well as Kefas. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Yeah.
Should I call you Mr. Zulu or should I call you Timothy? Which one works?
Timothy for now.
And Jeff the Piri as well, playing Kefas in the series. Let's talk about your character though. Man, you're quite a snack. A lot of people hate you.
Yeah, it's something else, man.
Yeah.
Something else.
Is it something that people actually still take you as, even as you in your normal life?
Yeah, others do.
Yeah.
Others do. Then others, yeah, they relate to the character, but still ask you,
right.
and talk about it. How was it? What was that all about?
Exactly. So now, when shooting Mbali, did you think it was going to be this big? I'm sure this question is supposed to go to Frank. Great job right there. But as people working on sets on that series, did you think it was going to be this big?
Yes, Jeff. We have to take that one.
Sure.
Yeah.
To me, I had it in mind, though. Concerning on how the feedback, the big feedback has come, I didn't expect it to come in such a way.
Yeah.
Frank's book has been known to be doing greatest production.
Absolutely.
So more especially like the way they were introducing my character, I thought, no, it's one of those things whereby we would just do the movement. Things went from there, but people are now looking at it at a bigger angle,
Yeah.
So I think it's something big that we never expected. Let me just say so.
Yeah, there was, when you're starting a production, there's always this vibe within the camp and all.
Yeah.
But I think, for example, if it's in terms of percentages, we would go like, we thought it would hit like 60-70%.
Yeah.
But
this is 110.
we were surprised that it's
yeah.
this big.
Because I'm also on Twitter all the time. When it starts, you will see like the hashtag just going every minute. Amazing job that you guys are doing. So tell us a bit about your character in the series, Mr. Zulu.
Yeah. Well, Zulu is this kind of a guy so good, but
You're actually the best friend to Mr. Nguzu.
Exactly. So Mr. Zulu is the best friend to Mr. Nguzu. He's been there for him. Even the time was, marrying all these wives, he's been there.
Right.
But behind, his best friend's back, he started going out with, one of his wives. He started, planning, some.
That's the worst thing, man. You best friend.
Like a Pamela White thing, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's whereby you're expecting your best friend to be there for you.
Yeah.
But you also want to do something. Was maybe the issue of jealousy in you starts growing in you.
Yeah.
Wanting to be like your friend, and yet you're not doing what your friend is doing. So you think, okay, what is it that I can do?
Yeah.
Okay, then you start planning his downfall, thinking that when he's out of the way, then you can take up that slot. Something like that.
Awesome stuff. So this is like your biggest break in TV. Did it start here? What's the background? When did you start this?
Oh, well, like for me, started like way back with Movie TV.
Right.
Started doing local productions, some comedy. I've done big screen. I've done, just forgetting that.
Yeah,
there was
they're quite
LSK
many.
Heroes. Yeah,
Numerous.
I mean, I think for cinema, I think I've done 4.
Wow.
Including Redbag, LSK Heroes.
Yes.
There's Pashabini, and I can't remember others, but for small screen, that is TV,
Yeah.
I think I've done more than 60 productions just with Movie TV.
Yeah.
Then with DSTV, I think my first production was Njila.
Yes.
I was in Njila, the first season 1,
Yeah.
as Mr. Choncho,
Right.
the landlord. Then from there, I was supposed to be in Fuji, but unfortunately, I traveled out to Namibia doing my other part of life, which
Yeah.
is music.
Which I'm coming out. Which
Yeah,
I'm coming to
then-
in a bit.
Then Vroop, Mbali.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Great job, man. What you doing in there? You play Kefas in the series.
Sure.
What's the character?
Okay, so Kefas is this kind of a guy who behaves like someone who's mentally disturbed.
Does
Mind
he
you,
smoke?
Kefas is not mentally disturbed.
Does he smoke?
No, he doesn't.
You have to put a pose there, right? Yeah.
He doesn't. So I continue with the character. Kevas is this kind of a guy who somehow behaves like he's mentally disturbed. But though the illness came due to the mother, she misapplied the charms, she was given. She wanted to use some charms so that she can be the best wife. Wives among all the wives. So, the charm ended up, inflicting, Kefas, which is me, sure.
Wow. This story is something that you can relate to, because I can tell you what, like a lot of people that are watching that, a lot of stuff that's going on in that series is actually relatable, and you can say, oh well, I saw that actually happen in my own family. You know what I mean? How does it affect you guys that are actually on set and playing the actual characters?
I would say, we've got instances whereby, let's say, a certain episode plays on TV.
Yes.
Then someone would be like, no, this is the same situation that I had faced, or there are some people who are facing this same kind of situation. So, somehow, we us doing the job, we might not know that we are giving out the true story. Yes. But I would just say 60% of all the story. These things happen. You've got people marrying 6 wives, and out of jealousy, others are using charms, others are trying to kill each other. Right. So I would say, sure. The story is just touching. It's Zambian, it's real. Things are happening. Sure. Yeah.
Absolutely great. And I should make mention that I should appreciate the Zambian audience for now they're embracing local productions, which is, I think, absolutely great. What does that mean to you as actors on the screen?
No, I think we never had this like some few years back.
Right.
Really, we need to thank all the Zambians who are watching, all the people who stay glued every day, Mondays to Thursday.
Yeah.
Just to watch not only in Pali but a lot of Zambian productions. Yeah, really, it's a motivational type of a group that I call it a group. Whereby it's like an injection. Where when there's feedback, then you wanna do more. You wanna do more. You wanna put 100% as an effort, so that you try to to do better. Because you've got people actually looking up to you, people watching you, and people following you. So there's that more like an encouragement.
And I think additionally to that, I would say that away from the excitement and motivation, I think this kind of approach, it has brought itself with employment. What do I mean? Because in film there's just quite a lot which happens before you watch your Zuas, your Mpali, your Corrision. There's just a lot which happens. We've got people work on the accounts, people who do the budgeting, the directors, the actors. These people need to be employed. Sure. So in one way or another, imagine we've got bigger productions which are 10 in a country. From different angles. People are being employed here and there. And away from that, we're also selling our culture. Because Zambezi, for example, is an international channel. People are watching. Right. Let me tell you something. There's what happens if a producer, say from America, wants to come into Africa. They want to do a certain type of the story. They will first see what bigger productions you've done. Yeah. So to me, I would proud to say we are slowly reaching there, and we'll be there soon. Sure. Right. So I think this has brought good, great news to the acting industry on its own.
Which is absolutely great.
Sure.
And I think moving forward, it's something that's going to grow bigger, and you being the pioneers, and we'll just say big ups to you guys, and you're actually doing an amazing job. Sure. What do you think about the film industry, as in currently, where we are right now, like say maybe compared to 5 years ago?
I think there's quite a huge improvement.
Yeah.
Because with the coming of Zambezi, people are able to watch us outside there. And people at least are trying to use, like 60% of English and let's say 40% of Nyanja. I mean, they want to communicate with the whole world, things are changing, you see. And one more thing, we're able to relate to our own stories. We're not getting stories like, from America, Nigeria. We've got our own stories, which is a great improvement. Yeah. We are imitating things of our own in our country, meaning that we treasure which is ours. Yeah. So which is a great improvement. We're not copying. Yes, we are a learning industry, but we are doing things on our own. Yeah. So I would say 5 years, even like today, how actors are being paid, or actresses, I think
it's way different.
Sure.
Just add on. If you look at 5 years ago, look at the picture quality.
Sure.
And take note, with sound. And that is a huge improvement already, which means it's not only the acting aspect, but even the guys behind the cameras, the DOP crew,
yes.
there's a lot involved. There's a lot. So it's really like, I don't know how I can put it, but 5 years ago, we were like, I would just give an example. So we were more like in a village. The group would just come into, you know, town where we're looking at these different malls around. That's what has just happened in the film industry. And 5 years from now,
it's going to be amazing.
it's just going to be amazing. Expect great productions coming.
I'd love to thank you so much for making an appearance on the show. I'll still call you Mr. Zulu. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you so much.
You can catch Mpali weekdays. Check your local listings for more. This is Late Night with Chali. Don't go away because I got more coming up. Alright, so my next guest is award-winning singer, songwriter, and a friend of mine. She's back on the show because there's something special to offer. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back on the show. Wezi, how are you?
Yo, what's up?
Good to have you.
Good to have you too. No Chef November is to extend. Okay?
Yeah, just extend up.
The last time I was here, I was in November.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, yes.
That's why I'm talking about No Chef November. He's stuck in November, guys.
I'm still stuck in November. It's like, and I can tell you one thing, like, when Wes is in the studio, it's all laughter right here. How do you keep smiling? How do you keep laughing all the time? Like,
it's a biological ingredient.
I wish I could ask your manager. This is how you are at home as well?
She's like that as well. We are all bubbly people.
I see. Great stuff. You got a lot to smile about now.
Yeah.
Your new video just dropped recently.
Yeah.
You got Clear on it. It's called Mnanitema. There's a story behind that. Tell us a bit.
I got Catherine Peary to be the starring in the story of greatness. She is the first female African to ever win the World Boxing Council, the WBC title, bantamweight title. And I feel like, in as much as Zambians who follow boxing have celebrated her, I feel like not many Zambians away from sports lovers have recognized the magnitude of that title that she carries on the continent and for black women in the world, because she's the first ever black person to ever win this title, black woman.
Wow, how come I'm only hearing about this now?
Yeah, we don't really blow the horn on our people.
Yeah, but I think, do you think it's something that we need to do more often now?
Yeah,
because
I've taken my step. I always tell you, I want to be the change I want to see.
Yes.
So I feel like she's under-celebrated by people from different aspects of our society.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like I am one of those people that neglected to tell this story after knowing about it. I was like, now that I became close to her, I know her story. She's not from a wealthy background. She comes from humble beginnings, and she is very, very focused. She's such a professional on set.
Absolutely.
And then I was very happy to have her because she told me some of her struggles.
Yeah.
Being not accepted as a female athlete, it's not a popular thing, and to not have the opportunity to be educated at the time that she may have wanted.
Imagine, like, you know how it is when you are the musician in the family and then you break the news, you'll be like, what? and then female at the same time. Now
yeah,
you want
and
to
then
be
a
an
family
athlete.
full of intellectuals. Futima Kosako.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
She was the easiest target for me to tell the story because people could relate to the fact that she didn't come from a wealthy family. And I'm telling the story of determination. You can literally achieve your goals just like her if you do things like Kathy. She's disciplined. She shows up, you know, for practice, for training. She eats right because you don't have to be overweight when you are bantamweight, you know, and you need to be fit mentally as well, emotionally as well. For you to win the battles that you're fighting in the ring, you need to win outside the ring. So I picked on her because life is a fight. It's a metaphor. Even for me, life is a fight. And you need to show up prepared all the time.
Absolutely. So looking at this whole, how did you come up with the concept of the song, and did you have her in mind when composing the song? Is something that you just thought?
No, actually when composing the video is when I thought about her, but when writing the song I had just other things. The progression of the song inspired the lyrics.
Yes.
Yeah, when the E minor,
You play guitar as well.
Yeah. There's a certain way that I play my 4 chords, but there was another chord that was introduced that I wasn't really conversant with. And then I realized, okay, I need a professional guitarist to play or someone who's better than me. So I gave my young brother Joshua. So he played and I started singing along. And I initially wrote the song for Joshua to sing. Because my young brother is a good singer, so I wanted to introduce him to a bigger audience using this song.
Your brother plays guitar and sings as well.
Yes.
It's a family thing.
Yeah. And my father used to sing, and my mother sings up to now, but at home, not professionally.
Absolutely awesome. So, what message do you wish the people to get out of this song and the video as well?
The song and the video intertwine. It's one and the same thing. The message is simple. Everybody has got battles they fight, social battles and all other aspects of life. Don't use that as an excuse to fail. Whatever is thrown at you, you know, when lemons are thrown at you, make lemonade or drink.
Or
eat
just
the
put
lemon.
them in vodka.
Yeah.
Go mix up, by the way.
You do that if you want. The message is 2019, and it's the deliberate thing for me to have released it on the 1st of January. I wanted to lay a good foundation for the year, for me and for the people that are listening, because I care about me and I care about my family members, I care about my country. Let's make the most of what's thrown at us, whether it's a negative thing, because let's use it as fuel to drive us to our destiny.
Absolutely, absolutely. Earlier on, I was whining about how I wasn't invited to the launch of your record label, and you actually mentioned to me that your album launch is coming this year. Tell us a bit more about that.
Hopefully, it's going to be on my birthday. Hopefully, God willing, that's what we'll be planning towards 25th of May. I have literally written majority of the album. I'm still writing, pushing for a few collaborations. Hopefully they work out. I'm pushing for certain songs to be done.
Yes.
But all in all, the compilation should be ready. Like, the songs are very done. I'm very excited because I've spoken my truth for this moment. I'm looking forward. I think it's not only launching the album, it's going to launch this system of albums, because I've never released an album. So I'm looking forward to releasing more albums after this. It's just like launching me into the next phase of my career.
Yes.
Now I'm going to take it bigger. I'm going to try and become as mainstream as possible, because I'm very passionate about soul music and I want it to be competing with hip hop and R&B and everything else. I want to be a force to reckon with. So this is a statement. I want to make a statement with this album.
Absolutely. And how long has it taken for you to for the album to materialize? I know it's not yet done, but are you 90-something % done with the album? How long has it been?
I started November 2017.
Yes.
To 2018, that's a year, and now we're in January, so it's a bit like 1 year, few months.
Yeah.
Immediately when I met my producer, I literally met him today. I met him in the studio. He's from Zimbabwe. Yeah. Hi, my name is Soundboy. Hi, my name is Wezi. We started recording.
Wow.
Yeah, not literally, not like after 5 minutes or 5 days. Immediately when we met, we started working.
Great stuff. Yeah. You are mostly a perfectionist, so we expect this album to actually be something that is worth the wait, and at the same time something that people should be excited about.
The pressure is on.
Absolutely, man, absolutely. Do you sometimes get demotivated when you're working and then the song doesn't come out exactly the way you feel like, okay, I had this in mind, but let me bend, maybe we can... Do you always make sure that you get what you want?
Yeah, and there are certain songs that have been released that I feel like, okay,
could have been better.
I can redo them. I can do a remix for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you can't reverse what has already been released.
No.
But you can perfect it. You can have a different version of it.
Yeah.
I believe in that. So I don't know if there's one or two songs that I want to revisit. Right now I want to focus on the new ones so that I can get them done so I don't have any regrets, so I don't have to remix a lot of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, it takes time. For me, yeah, it does. Because I'm working with live instruments. The guitar is live, the piano is live, and the wind instruments, the saxophone. I need to make sure everything is on point, is on key, it's not off key, everything is on sync and on time, it's following the tempo. So there's a lot of things, the texture, the mixing, the mastering. I need to listen to it, and I'm not really about like a perfectionist on the ear.
Yeah.
I'm a perfectionist for the soul. If it doesn't feel right, it's not right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So they're just songs that sometimes you've written and I said, no.
This song is not coming out, yeah. And there are songs that I've written and I want to sell to another artist because the song came to me and I understand it's my nature, it's my first nature to be a songwriter. But that doesn't mean that I wrote the song, it's supposed to be mine. Yeah. I feel like being generous and giving away, but my management sometimes feel like the song is too good to be given away. So we always have those battles. Like it's not good for me. Why should I keep it?
Right. Watching the video Mnanitema, I was just so moved, and I feel like you have this rich story that you need to tell, and it cannot be told in 1 or 2 or 3 albums. It's a lifelong thing. Are you mentoring somebody that we could look up? Oh, that was.
Yeah, I've got friends that I talk to, that I try to motivate because they motivate me. Because life is about exchanging energies. Like there's a poet named Ludo. She's one of my very favorite because I feel like in Zambia, female poets haven't also been given a shot to make the big time, and she's doing a lot. You can see the efforts that she's the first one that I know of who's ever released a poetry album amongst female poets in this country. And I feel like, listen to the content, it's not mediocre, it's really depth there. So I'm working with Ludo to see how I can, in my capacity as Wezi, inspire her to, make a bigger milestone, to, reach certain levels in her life. I'm also working with COG. He's a label mate. He's an upcoming artist. Initially, he was a music producer at Kekero Studio, but he also wanted to double into being a music producer and also an artist. So I'm working with the artist side of him. I'm not working with him as a producer. I'm working with him as a singer, trying to see how he can be the best version of himself, with inspiration from me as a big sister. And I'm also working with Teresa. I want to see if I can collaborate with her, because she does folk music. Yeah, Teresa Ngambi. She does traditional folk music, and I want to see how that can be mainstream as well. Yeah, she's like a female Mumbayachi to me.
Absolutely. And I should applaud you for one thing. You take the effort to actually collaborate with a lot of female artists. Remember Unanjaila, the cover song, and Ladies on It. Your new video as well, you actually put them together, which is, I think, absolutely great.
Thank you.
You're bringing the right vibe.
Yeah, I'm also looking forward to collaborate. I was telling the girls in the media, I get along with the girls in the media, the interviewers. So I want to see if there's any that can sing, who can do a song for fun and shoot a video for it. Because I hear Lina Zulu can sing.
Rhoda Mlenga can sing, our breakfast show host right here.
Rhoda, Hope Chishala. So I don't know if they can accept, we can do something for fun, just to show them that they've got abilities beyond just hosting.
Have them do a song.
Yeah, a song. Yeah, the ones that can.
I'm all for it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I want to get the girls especially. We can talk to the boys at some other time, but right now it's about empowering the women.
You have to just do the intro like,
just a cameo. Yeah, that'd be nice.
That'd be great. Wezi, thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
Thank you so much for having me.
Really appreciate it. I've always wanted to launch this video on this show.
Finally.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, showing for the first time on Late Night, this is Mnanitema by Wezi, featuring Cleo Ice Queen.
Starring Catherine Perry.
Absolutely.
Wezi, Cleo Ice Queen. Mulila. Ice Mulila vonse munanitema. wakati mkalimu bwela tieni fikani mozani pesa. Cause I know I'm good. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. I smoothly love won't say monani tema. With God by my side, I can do all things. Any tongue that rises up against me shall be put to shame. With God by my side, I can do all things. Any tongue that rises up against me shall be put to shame. Koma beyesa, kuyesa beyesa, mama, kunifukila mudoti, no nilete lambuka. Koma lelo takula, kula bila, bela bila, bola bila, bela bila, bola bila, bela bila. I speak love onse munani tema. God mukari muwela tieni fikani muzani pesa. Cause I know I'm good. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. I smoothly love onse munani tema.
Mamene alibe chimo aime aliteme. Ine I live my life with no regrets kulibe sembe. Ali onse muntu ama peze kama situations. It's a time for everything, my trials and my tribulations. Every day we pray, lead us not into temptation. Yes uni watu bonse ndise. Bantu bamozi ziko la tuizafende la tika nihila pamozi. Tika imba pamozi noku vina pamozi. Take a stand for one another. Bring no harm to your brother. Look out for your sister and give love to your mother. Life can be messy, bring those strangers, it's alright. Don't give up, just know everything gonna be alright. They say that's what you make it, so I'm out here trying to make it. Wanna live to say I made my mama proud, that's a blessing. Black skin, big hair, big dreams, get green, walk with a purpose and build your esteem.
I fully love onse munani tema. God mukari muwela tieni fikani muzani pesa. Cause I know I'm good.
I know,
No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. I smoothly love onse munani tema. I'm above all this, but the pain has been real and I don't know what to feel. But I guess I'm in love with this pain. It gives me more strength, it gives me more purpose. But I guess I'm in love with this pain. It gives me more strength, it gives me more purpose. I fully love onse munani tema. God mukari muwela tieni fikani muzani pesa. Cause I know I'm good. No weapon fashioned against me shall prosper. I smoothly love onse munani tema. I smoothly love. 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 I smoothly love.
K County